Ba 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 ba. Hi guys. Hello. Hello. It's been a while since we've been in the scary times, and here we are. I'll be doing the horror now, so you can do focus on them adventure games, but you're stuck with me for the horror stuff. Yeah. I got my heart rate monitor on. This will be great. This will be a great time. Today we're going to be reading. No, well, kind of. We're going to be playing the letter. It's been a while. Hold on. I wonder if the save file tells us when it. Yeah. Holy shit! It's been 2 years since we last played this damn game. Hi, Obsidian. Thank you for saying hello. How are you? Why am I so far on this side? Hello? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna play the letter. This is gonna be fun. Last time I played this, well, I know this game is a little scary. so we're gonna have a fun time. That's for sure. I think after this game, depending on what I have, that's still an ongoing horror game, I might play those, or I will finish the Evil Within series, because I played the first game and I haven't played the second game yet, so I should probably do that. But before we do, Tiny Brain Gamer and Morgan556, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy yourselves here. The Bunions, today is gonna be a scary day. Also, I fixed VBridger. For those of you who weren't on the other site when I said that I fixed it, last week we had problems with VBridger that now has been resolved. All I had to do was spend some money and buy iFacial mocap. So now my neck is not twisting 360 degrees when I look up, and I am not jittering anymore, which is glorious. Also, I should be a tiny bit more expressive. Also, Chance, hello. Little wiggles. I should be a teeny tiny teensy weensy itty bitty bit more expressive than I was before. God, I need to like help him sort that shit out. I have to remember to do that later. And I am excited to at some point get my upgrades. Moe has so graciously offered to redraw this model as well, so Ying's model, and obviously get me my body so that I don't have to inhabit Ying's body every time I have to play. So she'll be redrawing Ying's model, and then she'll be doing my model once I pay her, and it's gonna be glorious. As for when we'll actually get it on screen, I'm not entirely sure, because the person that I want to rig, her commissions are closed right now. I'm hoping that by the time I pay Moe and Moe finishes all the art, her commissions will be open, and I will have had the money to pay for rigging. Yeah, at least at minimum for one of them. And then if luck so has it, for both at the same time, that would be great. I pray, my heart is praying for my downfall, for it to not be the case. But yeah, we're gonna be playing the letter. I don't remember where we were, what we were doing. It's been almost 2 years since we last played it. Apparently it's been, looking at it, we last played this game December 2023, so it's been a year and 6 months. 6 months? 7 months? 6 months. Wait. Yeah, 6 months. your phone. Jesus Christ. Don't do that, man. This is not the time. I wanna like turn off my notifications, but at the same time, like, what if it's important? Yeah. So, heart rate monitor's on. The fear ukulele is here. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm not obviously gonna play the ukulele like that just because I get scared. That'd be terrible for the strings, I think. I don't have a plushie in my lap ready for me to hug whenever I get scared or anything. No, you have a plushie on your lap that you're gonna hug whenever a scary moment is going to happen. Yeah. You know what's so funny is that I had put this to vote in my server, in the other server, on which game or what to do today, because I was like, am I going to continue doing the funny cute animation, or should we play some horror games? And you dinguses over at the other server, thank you very much for voting, but you dinguses over on the other server decided to be funny and made a draw. So I decided for you, bitch. And also, it's been a while since we played anything scary. We've been playing Pokemon Nuzlocke, and the last thing before that was It Takes Two. So yeah, you're stuck with me for the horrors now. You're welcome. I think it'd be funnier if it was me, cause as much as Ying would be funny, I think it'd be funnier with me. So we're good. You're stuck with me for horror now. You're so welcome. We're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna be so scared. Ogla boogla boogla. I was also thinking that during the ad breaks, we just play a random song on this like new game that's on a demo right now. I will have to set that up because I literally just came up with that on the fly. And now that it's a thing, I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So you won't be missing anything when we go on the break. We'll pause the main game, hop onto a buffer game, and maybe put... Wait, do I even have words on stream? Words on stream game. Words on stream. I also have words on stream. Yes. Hold on. Wait. Settings. Copy link. New browser source on your streaming software. Okay. Cancel it. Yes. Okay, so we do also have words on stream that we will play while I play funny games. So you can choose whether you want to pay attention to that. That's for the subbies and those who aren't on the ad break, who come back early. Yeah. Alrighty, let's we go to the video game that's not on my screen. Hold on, wait, I need to... Let's that's not what I wanted. Browser, words. Ignore this. You don't see this. No, you don't see this at all. Nah. No, you don't see this at all. It's absolutely not. Make it. No, don't make it smaller. Actually, you think that's a good size? Can you guys see that? Hi, Lilac. Is this fine? You guys can see that, right? Let's put this behind this. Yeah? Okay, cool. And then what I'll do is I'll also have the other game open. This one. God, I hope my PC doesn't fucking explode. How are you doing, Lilac? My resting heart rate looks like 95 right now. It was lower earlier. I don't know why it went up so high. Hold on. I don't need that. I need to add. I need to add this to this. Yes. You just woke up? Cool. You're gonna be very awake after this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if this goes on to. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. This is the second game that we'll play like in the behind the scenes. But we're not gonna do that now. We're gonna play the letter now. So let's. Yo, can this like actually decide where it wants to go? Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna do this one first. So we're currently on Rebecca. I don't know how. I don't know which character this is. It's been so long. We. Oh, we're on chapter 5. There we go. We're on chapter 5. I'm not gonna go through the CGs because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't actually been here. Cause this is a scary game, scary horror. Ooh, but blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's go. Yes, we're loading the game. Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up? Okay, no, I didn't fuck up. Cool. We're okay. So we played Isabella, Hannah, Zachary, Marianne, and now we're on Rebecca. I remember she's a school teacher. Isabella, the first girl's neighbor, best friend. Yeah. Oh, right. Hold on a second. I need to adjust some stuff that I totally didn't forget about. I totally didn't forget about. This is gonna refresh chat, but I totally didn't forget to do this. Blah, 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 blah. Goals. This is not correct anymore. So I'm just gonna change this to this. Doink. That should have updated. That is also not correct. Goal is actually this. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. Stuff has changed. I don't know if wait. Does words on stream stay on if I close the tab? It probably doesn't, so I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. All right, let's see. The night wears on without further incident. I'll voice act properly the character's voice when I hear it. I don't remember what she fucking sounds like. The night wears on without further incident, despite the great number of thoughts swimming inside my head. Come morning, there's only hush, a strange sort of stillness unlike the ones greeting me every morn. This one's uneasy, tight with anticipation, like a string stretched thin, merely waiting for proper time to snap. It says the proper time. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Granted, it doesn't make my day any less pleasant, but the edge is there. It hangs in the hallway. It lingers in the empty unit next to me. It follows me even as I head out, carrying the small little hope Ashton's note brought last night. Fishy! Meow meow meow, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Awooga wooga wooga. I just wish I can easily believe in it. It takes a minimum of 21 days for a habit to form, or so claimed a speaker in a conference I once attended. Yet it only took less than 3 for the hospital's sterile scent to lose its sharp odor. Perhaps less than that for the nurses to start glancing at me with an air of familiarity. Dyslexia. Familiarity. Ah! Is that familiarity? Don't clip this. Familiarity. Sure. For my body to know instinctively where I should head to. Which turn? I'm coming to the store. Okay, hell yeah. Pocket trip, let's go. Woo! Which turn to take? How far it is from the nearest stairwell? Approximately how many steps until I reach her door? Yeah, what are we buying? Are we buying snacks? I would love some snacks. Can I get boba? Mom, I want boba. I want boba. I want snacks. Can I get some chicken wings? Can I get chippies? I want cookies. Oh, 30 to be exact. Though I've honestly stopped counting sometimes during my second visit. At some point, even the faint beeping of her room has also grown oddly comfortable. Are we getting chicken wings? We get chicken wings. A strange thing to seek reassurance from. Times like this, however, it's all that we have. Hell yeah, I would get some cookies. Yeah. Isabella's lucky. By some miracle, by some sheer force of will, she holds on and pushes back just as death pulls. How long will it last, though? Even now, she's still a hair's breadth away. Bread, what? Breath? That says bread and then TH. Bread. Is that a misspelling? Breath away, breath away. I think that's a misspelling. Is that? Am I seeing that B, or is the B actually there? Am I losing it? We're only 20 minutes into stream. Am I the... Do I... Away from losing that struggle. I think it's breath. And no matter how promising today might be, the doubt still runs deep. What is that? What is that? Oh my god. At least for me, it does. Sometimes it's better not to hope too much. Although both Zachary and Ashton don't seem to be of the same mind, with the smiles they each greet me the moment I arrive. A small part of me expects this meeting to be awkward with Zachary here, after he saw me in such a pitiful state. Oh my god, don't look at my tears. But it is him who first offers me a seat. If he remembers or still has an opinion about what happened 2 days ago, he makes no mention of it again. Likely out of some sense of courtesy. I don't remember what happened 2 days ago. You mind jogging my memory? What's the date today? What is today's date? Hello? Wait. Nope. Nope. This one? Nope. This... No. Hi, Falcor. Yo, where are we with this fucking story? Oh, here! Rebecca followed by Zachary, concerned after she stormed out of the room. He asked to take out a national problem. Okay, so they had a fight. Yeah?
Bonjour.
Oh, fish. Oh, that hurts so good. Yo, what was that? Hold on. Oh, it's an email. Wait, it's an email? Wait, of what? Oh. I got an email that you followed me. Thank you, Fish. Thank you for following, Fish. Oh my god, that hurts. My heart, how could you not be following me until just now? Thank you for following. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. Or do I? I'm joking. I forgive you. Thank you for headpats. Yeah. Hey, I will take the headpats. Yes. Oh, story update. Journal. Journal. Wrong day. What? Wait, where are we? Am I tripping? What? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. However, between only the two of them, there's an uneasy atmosphere dangling. It's dangling. Thick with inexplicable tension. Yeah, thank you. Hell yeah. All the head pats before the scares. My heart rate's already up. I'd ask, but neither appears willing to explain anything. I suppose this is how we'll keep it together for now, with absolute silence and no talking whatsoever. No talking equals no fighting, equals no argument, equals happy ending, yeah? Yeah. With moments filled with superficial smiles and lukewarm attempts of cordiality? Cordiality. What? Cordiality? Is it cordiality or cordiality? Why is English so hard?
How is she?
Oh, okay, we know her accent now. The question, at least, is anything but half-hearted. I say we know the accent, but we literally heard her say like 3 words. There was no way for me to know anything. And as if spurred by it, Ashton looks up. The first time he does so since his brief welcome earlier. By the way, Ashton's like sprite here looks terrible compared to his little photo, which makes me so sad because his picture, the picture of him, this picture right here of that, not that you can see is tiny as all fuck, looks 10 times better than his sprite. Why couldn't we keep it all the same art style? They look so nice. Look at them. They look cool as fuck here. And then they look so like mid. His eyes have been glued to the room nearest us, its door, only slightly ajar, offering everyone outside nothing but a sparse look of what's inside. All I see in it is uncertainty. I almost said unnecessarily. Uncertainty. Yet he stares at it with something close to hopeful. Like doing so will summon another miracle from the depths of near impossibility. I hope you like my dramatic reading. It's great. Bloody. It is all over his face. Long before his voice breaks the silence.
Doing okay so far. They've reduced the sedation hours ago, but it'll take a while before we know anything for sure.
The Ashton I know will never subscribe to that kind of false hope. If there's anyone present here who would be, it's Zachary. You hear all the slack I'm giving this man right now? I like him, but he is so stupid for giving hope to Isabella. Sorry. For reasons no longer unknown to me, he does it anyway.
The nurses are just monitoring her now.
Oh, cool. He gestures with his head towards the door, just as one of the said nurses move past inside.
Her aunt's not in there, though?
Oh, okay, so she's got... okay.
Nah, she's speaking with the doctors right now. She'll be back in a few.
She didn't say anything before she left?
No.
Don't know. I arrived just when she stepped out. You're gonna have to ask Ash about that. He came in here hours before I did. She was talking to him about something.
Something. Their wedding. Okay. Look, you cannot tell me there is not some kind of tension between Ash and fucking Isabella. Fuck you. Even before she was in a car accident. Oh. Mom, I want Coke. I want cookies. I want chips. Give me snacks. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I demand snacks. Right now. Right now. I demand snacks. Mother, I crave violence. Oh god.
Is that a joke? Ashton arrived earlier than you did?
Yeah, miracle, ain't it?
I'm sitting right here, you two.
A peal of laughter follows his remark. Despite ourselves and this mess of a situation, immediately the mood around us lifts, if only a little. I doubt it'll shift back to normal entirely, not when there are still a great number of things we're intentionally leaving unspoken. Amazing how simple this is. I almost said simple things. God, dyslexia just kills me every time when I read lines. Though pretending everything's the way they used to be with only a few words. Wait, what? Amazing how simple this is, though. Pretending everything. Okay, my pause was terrible. Don't mind me. I totally know how to read.
We ain't the only ones, though. Bella would probably have had plenty to say about it, you know?
Excuse me.
She wakes up at 4, Zach. Every day. That's inhuman on so many levels. Besides,
wake up-
none of you can even get out of bed at 6, so get off my case.
What, 4 in the morning? Bro, I'm awake at 4 in the morning. I'm still awake at 4 in the morning. I don't go to sleep till 5. Get fucked. Falcor, thank you for being first. Oh my god. Falcor's first. Wah. Crazy. Wah. Falcor's first. Wah. Can we get bois in chat? Wah. Bois for the first. Wah. I'll think about the stretch. Nice stretch.
Please drink some water, you thirsty bitch.
I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that was a thing that I thought Ashton actually said it. That's so funny. Agua. Yummy. I love agua. I have to throw my other agua away. I put an ice ball in it. I don't know what the fuck was in the ice ball when they filled up the ice ball thing, but it like made the water cloudy and there were particles in it. And I was like, bruh, I'm not drinking that shit. I like drank most of it, and then once the water became warm, it's no longer cold from the ice. I don't know why I'm over explaining it. Like, it tasted weird, okay? It just started tasting weird. I don't know how to explain it. It just tasted weird. It was like bizarre. Fridge stuff. Freezer stuff. I honestly have no idea what they put in the ice cube. Because if you grab an ice cube, like you fill up an ice cube, right? You fill up the ice tray and you put it in the freezer. You take it out of the freezer and you look at the ice cube. The most you'll see is the white crystally parts of the ice, right? But no, I took out the ice ball and it had some like weird thing at the bottom. I was like, oh, is that normal? I assumed it was normal. I've never had an ice ball before. So I stuck it in my bottle and I put water in it and I started making the water cloudy. I was like, it's fine. I just drank it. It was fine until I drank it again when it was warm, and it didn't just taste weird, but it made it like fluffy, and I don't like my water fluffy. What? Your ice cubes can taste salty? Yo, what the fuck? That's wild. What did you do to your ice cubes to make it salty?
If Isabella's got a problem with my morning habits, she can complain about it when she's out of coma.
Are you saying that because you guys are gonna get married? When, not if. Now of all times he chooses to be like this, decides to forego all the hard truths to chase after the one light at the end of the tunnel. I want to marry you, bitch, not Isabella. She's in a coma she might not wake up from. I want to marry you, bitch. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but I know for a fact this bitch is so in love with Ashton, but she could never tell Isabella because Isabella also has a mini crush on Ashton. She's just not a jealous bitch like Rebecca. Despite Zachary's reassurance days ago, I'm not foolish enough to carry an expectation as heavy as that. Knowing that she has a chance and taking comfort in the idea is one thing. Clinging onto it and blindly believing what might be improbable is another. I mean, I understand her point, but let the Delulu be Delulu, okay? Sometimes it just has to. Sometimes the Delulu helps you go forward. Yeah. We have just enough. What do you want? Coke. I want boba. I want Coke. I want chips. I want cookies. Can we get some jelly babies? Maybe some M&Ms. I like some peanut M&Ms, please. Yeah.
You don't sound too worried about this. Did the doctors say there'll be no guarantee?
Excuse me, madame. I want you to refer back to what you said. We have just enough. What you want. You didn't specify that I could pick only one thing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let me... oh! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know I could do that. That's crazy. Yeah. I guess I can settle for M&Ms with peanuts. If you're so insistent that I can only pick one thing, then M&Ms with peanuts, please. Please and thank you. Okay.
This is just to see if she's improved. That still doesn't mean she'll get better.
Yeah, well, it's not like there's anything we can do about this. She's already there, we're already here. I'd rather not lose sleep over this if I can help it. I've got other things to worry about.
All lies. Lies. Your pants is on fire. You're lying. Wait. Can I get... hold on. I can. I in fact can. Save it. Where should I save it? Damn. Let's save it here. Yeah. Where is... oh, I deleted it. Boink. But, excuse me. Where's the GIF? Ah, there it is. Ashton, your pants is on fire. You're lying. You're lying. Oh, everybody knows it. Oh, he's lying. Oh, oh. Brr, 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 brr. If he truly believes that, he won't be raking his hand through his hair after that remark. I've seen him do it more times than I can count because I'm addicted to him and I'm stalking him at all times. His movements, every eye twitch, every flinch, I notice it. I am a creep like that. And no, he only does it when he's frustrated. Because I pay attention to his every qualms and needs so that he would marry me instead of Isabella. But I live in my own Delulu, but he is living in a Delulu that is unrealistic. I think that sums it up, yeah. 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 Yeah, it sums it up. If this truly hasn't already weighed on him, the lines on his shoulders won't have that tired slump, nor in his voice will have the exhausted lilt. Lilt. I am so addicted to this man. I am using words that common folk won't even know. What the fuck is a lilt? This is a drink. Meaning a characteristic rising and falling of the voice when speaking. Oh, so I have a beautiful voice. Thank you. I'm totally not being really weird with this accent or anything, trying to imitate Rebecca. Oh my god. Yeah. I can't, low-key, I miss having fun with this fucking game. This game is literally just a visual novel. Oh god. It has all been there since this started. It's not going to disappear anytime soon, which is upsetting to me because I want to ring-a-ding-ding my wedding bells with Ashton at some point. Because if there's anything all these years have taught me, it's that Ashton hates losing anyone, both in the figurative and literal sense. But he'll never lose me. If he puts a red wedding ring on it, then the wedding bells will sound tomorrow. It happened with his mum. It happened with his da. Instead of his dad, because he called him da. Okay, don't judge me for saying da. And with her like this, on the brink of and teetering between life and death, he'll try everything to keep her. Not just because it's Isabella or anything, but because he loves her. And not me. So deep down, I wish she would just teeter off the edge just a little closer, you know. Just on the side of death. So that I could have my wedding bell moment. Oh god. You think the world would be so much more forgiving once people like him starts thinking in such a way. But unfortunately, I hope it isn't, so that I can get my wedding bell moments. Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving so much flame to Rebecca right now for no reason other than the fact that she's pink, and also because I know she is like in love with Ashton and Isabella likes him and she's jealous beyond all things. Yeah, I'm a nums. Num 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 num. Okay. You brought us, okay? It was your choice. You brought us. Don't blame us when you did it, mama fuck. Bitch. But it's a harsh place still, and sometimes, as good as a notion it is, there are things that are simply out of our control. And that's why I give my control to the Lulu. So that I can get my... Okay, I will stop doing that now. When it reminds us of it, it does so... The fuck is this word? It does so brusquely. I totally didn't just have to Google it or anything. In the in the form of another voice piercing through the dense silence in the hall.
Miss Santos! Miss Santos! Get rapid response here. Call for Doctors Nicholas and Beatrix stat.
I missed my line. I was supposed to say patient is seizing. Tension returns in the hallway in an instant. For a couple of... Whoa! Was that a flatline? Yo, did she actually die? That's insane. For a couple of agonizing minutes, only the sound behind her room reverberates in the hall. A calm voice urgently calling orders, 2 sets of feet moving about, a rapid beeping of the machines inside. Suddenly, merely standing in the hall soon proves to be smothering. Too small, too tight, too stifling, as the rest of the world fades into nothing, and only the room in front of us matters. Next to Zachary and I, Ashton now stands rigid. The lines of his jaws, he has more than one. The lines of his jaw now are clenched firmly, while he gapes at the tiny opening in the door with wide eyes. I can't fucking read words. It's insane. I haven't even noticed that he has risen from his seat, but a struggle is clear on his face. Though before he can take a single step forward, Zachary's hands land on his shoulder, holding him back. Despite his own worries, he is nothing but forbearing. When he matters, he mutters his reassurances.
Chill, man. Let them do their work. Leave it to them.
Chill.
She's in good hands, so please give those guys inside a little credit. They were able to save her the first time, yeah? It's not a code. She hasn't coded yet.
Yet. He said yet. He said yet. Almost as soon as if to confirm it, the loudspeaker crackled to life. The broadcast echoed Zachary's words throughout the whole hospital.
Rapid response, room 49. Rapid response, room 49. Paging Dr. Nicholas Vogel and Dr. Beatrix Vogel. Rapid response. Please head to room 49. Stat.
The message blasts on for another minute before it finally ceases. It takes less than that for the hospital's emergency response team to arrive, but their presence does nothing to ease the disquiet in each of us. Disquiet? I dis the quiet. Fuck you and your silence. Sorry. Ashton's most of all. The minute... Oh, God, Jesus, okay. The minute a nurse shuts the door firmly on us, he releases a breath he's been holding. Along with it are every shard of hope he'd allow himself to carry. Now crushed under the weight of what we've just seen and every expectations he carried. It's not surprising that when air around us becomes what? Yeah, this is another misspelling. When the air around us becomes too heavy to bear for someone like him. For someone like him, he's the one who first steps out. Like every time this has happened.
I'm going to step out for a while. I need some air.
Ashton?
Without another word, he gently brushes Zachary's hand off his shoulder and leaves. Not to run away. Never to run away. I know Ashton too well. He doesn't run away. He just walks outside for a moment and takes a big breath of fresh air. He goes, and boy, would I love to be outside with him while he does it. I'm not sorry. He's still too stubborn for that. His pride won't let him. When he knows he hasn't exhausted his options, this is so he can force what remains of his wits into some semblance of order away from prying eyes. And though Ash doesn't say a single thing, Zachary understands this need quite well. It's a place he's been to numerous times. Or so he thinks. I know Ashton better. It's one of his requests of us for reasons I've yet to know, and he's yet to tell me, but he will one day tell me because we will be husband and wife and we won't have to hide anything from each other. Hence his refrains from voicing these thoughts and stopping the younger man once he removes himself from the hole. What? That made no sense. What? Hence he refrains from voicing these thoughts or stopping the younger man once he removes himself from the hall. It made more sense the second time I read it. It made no sense the first time I read it. Okay. There's still, however, an undeniable edge to his voice when he urges me to do the opposite. The underlying anxiety, beneath this smiling facade. One, I allow myself to return in spite of the hesitation his next words spur.
You should go after him.
What? Oh, you're actually... Oh.
What? And leave you here?
Okay, look, you can't just copy me like that, motherfuck. Why is my overlay being weird? There it is. Oh, it wasn't fucking moving, bitch.
I can wait. And I don't think those guys in there will be coming out anytime soon. You'll just get bored.
Oh, I'm so bored standing here.
Besides, he listens to you.
That's debatable. He didn't listen to me when I wanted to be his girlfriend.
Before, perhaps.
He still will. Nothing about that has changed.
No, he listens to Isabella. But she's in a coma, so he's not gonna listen to anybody. Myself included.
He's a grown man, not a baby. I don't have to console him every time something upsets his manly ego.
Doubt must have surfaced in my face for all my efforts to mask it. Because the next thing I know, he's laughing. He's laughing at my face for me trying to fake my care. My care? No, my uncaring. Tired, though lighter than I'd heard from him these past few days, like the heaviness temporarily lifting. So glad that I could lift your mood. Maybe we should leave this place. I wonder how much of this whole thing has taken a toll on him. Strangely, that fact has never occurred to me until now. But even then, he continues as if nothing's wrong. Now, along with reluctance, swims a twinge of guilt. All this time, I've been looking at how this has only affected both Ashton and I, when Zachary is in as much need of comfort. How sad that I have forgotten one of the only other friends we have, other than the one in the bed. I'm such a great friend. Please have me, Rebecca, as your friend. I totally care about Isabella and Zachary, and totally not just Ashton. After all, he understands Isabella in ways neither the rest of us can, the rest being me and Ashton.
But you know it can be one sometimes. Go on. I'll let you two know if anything changes here. And I get the sense you two still have a lot of, things to, talk about.
You mean my wedding arrangements? Yeah, we need to talk about that, really. That much is still true. I can't read. Dyslexia. But I know Ashton. He's not a man who expresses himself freely. He will not yield until he is ready, and this one he might not be too willing to share yet. I'm Jordan, I'm 16, I never learned how to read. Still, a huge part of me wishes to go go to him because I want us to have our dream wedding one day. So my heart is escaping towards that door that he just left through. Sometimes I resent myself for getting caught between making such calls. Oh my god, it's our first choice of the stream. Do you want to choose or should I choose? Throughout this whole thing, we've been letting chat choose. I wonder if we should let chat choose again. Maybe I should. I should keep up the theme, right? You have a minute. Up or down? Alright, you have a minute. Don't make it draw like the last time. I'm looking at you, Lilac. It wasn't. Oh my. Oh, it couldn't possibly have been your fault. Also, 5 minutes until ad break, and then we'll play that other game. While we take the while the others take the ad break, so we'll pause main game and go to the other game for a few minutes. Yeah. Alright, guys. The choice has been decided in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5. No, 1.5, 1/4, 1, 0, boom, down. Give him some space. Fuck off. I don't need you. While the three friends were visiting Isabella, the light mood suddenly shifted when she seized and the room was overwhelmed with nurses rushing to save her life. Distraught, Ashton left to calm himself, leaving Zachary and Rebecca behind. Oh my god, we +1 relationship. Oh my god, hell yeah. In the end, I can't even bring myself to leave, even though my wedding bells are right there. However, it's not a matter of my resolve suddenly dissipating into thin air, but more out of consideration for the other man that I will not name apparently. Ash needs this space, this time, to think for himself. Away from me, even though it was reluctant, away from any opinions other people might have on this matter, including Zachary, who I called the other man just now. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left. Although I'm sure Zachary understands this as well. Knowing doesn't stop him from throwing curious glances my way. Stop looking at me like that. I'm not into you, Zachary. Especially when a long minute has passed and I haven't moved, despite his urging. I am glued to the ground. Did you not see my super glue in my hand earlier? That's
You can
crazy.
stop with the looks now, Zachary.
Sorry, you just confused me is all. You're usually the first person to step in and ride him.
This must be new to him. Seeing me not chasing after Ash. Not surprising, I chase after him all the time. But I'm done chasing men who won't chase me back. It's a two-way street, you know.
Even if I want to go after him, we need to give him some room to breathe. Did you see how he looked when he left?
Yo. Okay, at least she's being kinda reasonable today. Which is weird. A little bit. Can you tell it's weird for me that Rebecca is being somewhat reasonable? It's so odd.
That's not the face of someone who wants to do some talking.
Positive? Because like I said,
Yes, stop worrying. Anyway, I don't think he'll appreciate whatever it is I have to say right now. It isn't exactly pleasant news.
Exactly.
don't know. Pretty sure he's already put 2 and 2 together. He's a sharp guy. But, I just thought you might still want to sort some stuff out.
One day I will, because we need to get those negative shit sorted out. Sorry, I sweared. Negative, what is a censor word for shit? Oh, I swore again. I'm joking. we would have to sort this negative shit out before the wedding. I would prefer not to start our marriage with anything that could hold us back and potentially end in divorce, you know?
Not this, I mean, the, other one.
Quickly, this conversation has taken a personal turn. Not to my liking, but I bite. As soon as I can, I averted my eyes from him, turning towards the hand resting on my lap. An urge to press them together in a grip rises. An urge to press them together in a grip rises. Okay. I wonder how much he knows about our wedding plans. How much of it he's observed and figured out in the few years we've been friends. He may just be staying his tongue out of a sense of deference. I won't blame him. If he feels that way, we've never grown close as a friend. We've never grown close as friends. I can read. Ignore my dyslexia. Yeah, just let me read. Yes. Though it does make the whole situation embarrassing now that he knows that I'm planning a wedding for Ashton and I. It's wild. Out of everyone, including me, he's the one who's keeping a level head and trying not to let everything fall apart. I'm sure being nosy isn't his intention. He's just worried. Oh, okay. We'll take a break from this game and we will play... I gotta mute this game out of my ear holes. Bitch. Alright. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. How were your ads? For those of you who had ads. I hope they weren't boring ads. I know Papa John's ads are so boring. They don't have noise like Domino's ads. But sometimes that kind of concern comes unwarranted. Oh my god! We should just move from this topic before anything damaging is said further. It's poll time! Poll time! Yeah, poll time! Up or down, up or down. Poll time! Poll time! Poll time! Pep, 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 pep. Poll time, poll time, poll time. Get out of it. Get up, get up, get up. Leave it be. You, how are you holding up? Do we check on him or do we just leave it? Are we gonna be heartless? It's your choice, chat. Will we ruin this poor teddy bear of a man, or will we be a caring pink lady that maybe will be less hated on by yours truly? I'm already biased in my hate for her because I don't like pink. That's just me though. That's just me though. You can either make me hate her more or make me like her even just a little bit. Yeah.
They're doing fine as it is, Zachary. Leave it be.
Yo! We lost what we gained. That's fucking funny. 29 years alive and it's still my emotions. I can't put the proper reins on. I didn't mean for that to sound as dismissive as it did, but I am a bit of an asshole. Sure, I can hold Ashton responsible for it, but will I? How can I? He's the man I love. Why should I? He's the man I love. When he never had any idea of whatever feelings I hold for him, I would never tell him until he gets down on one knee and asks me to marry him, and then we become husband and wife, and I'll tell him that for years that I've known him, I've been in love with him. Yes. It's all on me. I never bothered to tell him or mustered up the courage to do so because I'm a coward, only counting on him to notice, so I've give him subtle hints instead of telling him like a fucking idiot. Now my frustrations about the whole of it bleeds through everything I say on the matter. And you know what? That's okay. My frustrations on this man not getting the hint that I'm in love with him before he decided to fall for Isabella is not a stranger to me.
This ain't gonna solve itself without someone taking the first step.
We're still on speaking terms, aren't we? If I'm still that angry at him, I won't be talking to him today.
Not the same thing, though. You know that.
I totally wasn't. You totally didn't come in here and wasn't talking to him before someone said something or anything. Yeah, you're still on speaking terms until he closed his mouth and didn't say anything, yeah? More than anyone, I'd like to say. However, I'm afraid it might be all too late now. Things have already changed. Not 3 days ago, but from the moment other people came into our lives and we let them stay. I'm not even sure if there's still anything from the old us I can keep. My Delulu is not the Salulu in this case, but I still try. Or if there's anything left of it for Zachary's fervent attempts to fix.
It's not going to be that easy, Zachary.
When is it ever? I just don't want this to be the first thing that greets Belle, you know? When she wakes up. She might act younger than her age, but you'd be surprised how easily she notices these things. You don't want her to be the one telling you this. Man, I can already picture it. She'll be relentless until one of you two gives.
Zachary tries a brave smile, but the slump on his shoulders betrays all of that hope he wishes to his declaration carry. Oh! While anxiously waiting for news, Zachary asks Rebecca if she's already settled her issues with Ashton. Rebecca, in a quick denial, told him that everything was fine, doubting her. Zachary advised her that they resolve it before Isabella wakes up. He doesn't believe it either. With every second we wait here, with every day that passes, her chances grow slimmer. Though there's no need to put them into words when it's already happening, right in front of us, just behind that room. So somber. Yes, my doubts are strong. I wish things would just go back to the way they are. Before the accident. Before I ever hear Ashton's quiet admittance. But the silence, when it descends, carries only uncertainties. It'll be tough moving forward from this. No further words exchanged after that. And perhaps it is for the better, because I don't want to be any more heartless than I already am. The person reading this already hates me as it is. The quiet stretches on further until the doors finally creaks open. By the time the seconds and minutes have already blurred together, forming a haze in my mind. None of the things the doctor tells us registers. Zachary's steady presence is a blessing. During moments like this. How he can keep a clear head while listening to whatever bad news they're saying escapes me. Ashton finally shows back up minutes later, and understandably he tenses the second he catches sight of the medical team walking away from the room. A multitude of expression flashes across his face, and I read every single one of them like a book. Confusion. Okay, I was joking, but you didn't actually need to list it. God damn. They actually decided to list it. That's so funny. That is so funny. I was joking, dude. confusion, apprehension, dread, all in under a minute till it settles back to his usual impassive mask. Hold on. My fucking taskbar is on my screen. If given the chance, he'd probably run in there and see for himself, but Zachary raises a stalling hand before he can think of it. The nervous line in his mouth gradually melts into a smile, or one resembling it. Lately, seeing a genuine one on any of us seems almost like a luxury. Nevertheless, Ashton lets it ease him. There's nothing else after all.
She's stable now, but they've placed her back in a coma. She'll be under observation for the rest of the day, so no visitors for now.
Damn, Isabella is going through it, bruh. She gets hit by a car after getting haunted. Okay, I actually remember Isabella's story because that was like the first story and it was kind of impactful. She goes to this mansion for a report. She gets haunted and motherfucker gets her into a car accident. She's in a coma. And now she gets to finally sort of wake up or at least be allowed to breathe on her own. And they have to put her back. Dude. Also, she's gay. Marianne's gay. Still not the best news we've heard in a while. I don't think it's what Ashton's hoping to hear either. We're back to square one. Back to another waiting game with no clear end in sight. Of course, none of us mentioned it, even if the meaning's all too clear in our heads. There's still, however, relief in this. Something we carry when the three of us leave the hospital for now. If that alone will be enough, remains to be seen. At least tonight, I'll have something to help take my mind off things. Hopefully, where this all started would provide the answers I'm looking for. That'll be one less thing for me to worry about if so. Except the whole thing's off to a bad start, and all of a sudden, whatever Isabella claimed dwelling in this mansion becomes the least of my concerns. Of all the cabbies in Luxbourne, I have to chance upon the superstitious one. Still, not as bad as finding out your car's starter refuses to crank on. When it was still working this morning, yes. Yes, car troubles is the least of my concerns, not my friend in a coma while I try to figure out all this hullabaloo. Yeah. But it's equally as frustrating when you're forced to walk the rest of the way. All because the driver got spooked. Isabella and him will get along so well. I do get his reasons. Do I? After all, I've had my fair taste of the bizarre lately, including Ashton's horrid reaction to everything. It's just wonderful. All of which might have been brought upon by that letter Isabella found here, so I'm going to investigate and snoop around this mansion while I was invited by the host to go look at it. Yes. But you'd think he'd at least be charitable enough to take me a little closer to the house itself. Not at a distance 15 minutes away from it by foot. Okay, you have no right to complain. You have two very perfectly healthy feet, legs. If you decided to wear heels this day to walk, well, I know you weren't planning to walk, but if you were wearing heels today without any flats as backup to walk, that seems to be a you problem. I walked more than 10 minutes today, and I have a knee issue, motherfucker. So shut up. Good thing I'm not wearing anything too formal or constricting. Otherwise, that short walk would have put would likely put me in a bad mood, long before I had to suffer in a room full of strangers tonight. Although this soon proves to be a problem the second the driveway comes to view and I near the entrance. Several underdressed and severely underdressed is a total understatement to describe how I look. Cars worth more than my own apartment and childhood home combined line the mansion's front yard. That's his cars, not one singular car. Sorry, my bad. I totally did. I totally didn't see the S in car. Cars. God damn it. Men and women decked out in their best also flocked near the entrance. Most are eager for the festivities to start because they want wine and good food and champagne. Thank you for the toggle, Danger. Welcome in. Lovely. Yay, hepads. Hell yeah. While some are simply idling about, enjoying the warm afternoon sun before it sets. But once the woman standing in the front porch speaks, their undivided attention immediately shifts to her. Presumably Mrs. Wright, from the confident manner she holds herself among present company. This, despite keeping a far simpler appearance than the rest of her own guests, or not having her husband beside her. A trait worthy of utmost admiration at best. At worst, she's the envy of every woman, the subject of every gossip in Luxbourne, and her sprite looks terrible compared to her art, as I said before. Look at her art compared to... Look at it!
Welcome everyone.
And Mum said we could have been good friends. I couldn't even picture myself mingling with the kind of guests she has. Hi, Apple. Oh my god. Hi, Apple. The first thing you do as soon as you get in. Though I admit she does seem familiar, now that I've seen her this close. Memories of sitting in a vanity not mine, being dressed in clothes too fancy for my tastes. They fleet briefly in my mind until her cheerful tone rises above the buzz of her enraptured audience again.
Please make yourselves at home.
I wish I can share her enthusiasm, really, but I'm not in the mood to be here. I'm just here to investigate my friend's apparent accident. Can you see it? It's more reactive. My mouth. Anyways. But being surrounded by all this extravagance, I am not Bruce Wayne, for the lack of a better term, merely makes me dread how the rest of the night might go. I'm not used to this rich company, you know. Mwah! Kisses for Falcor. I shouldn't have let Luke's word affect me like that. I should have just gone ahead and asked Ashton like I planned. Ah! Hi, Night. If he were here, then I wouldn't have to...
Be careful with Shirley, alright?
The rest of that thought dies in my mind at once. A moment of astonishment overcomes me before confusion sets in a second later. It takes another for my body to catch up. Once it does, when I finally turn to see it for myself, his familiar mop of hair... It's his familiar mop of hair that catches my eyes first. Hi! 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 That's how I greet you. There's a door right here. There's a door right here to my right. I just like poke my head out the door to look at you in the abyss. Ah! You bitch! I like come at you, bitch! Start beating you up. I'll come for you again, motherfucker. Don't test me. I'm ready. I'ma jump for it. Alright! Wait. Yep. I did it, motherfucker. What you gonna do about it? You have a black eye? No, you don't. Disgusting behavior. What happened? What happened? Yep. And there he is, almost in arm's reach of it. If it isn't for the guest standing between us. Who you fighting? Knight. I'm fighting Knight. You see that right there? You see that? Bah! Bah! You mother... Mother... Come get... You... Bitch. Ashton Frey standing in the Ermengarde Mansion's driveway with an air too lackadaisical, a funny word, for someone who absolutely abhors parties of any form. Excuse me. You're eating the manums? Oh, I can eat my manums, but that'd be bad for my throat right now. Because we're reading. Excuse me. Or has any business here as far as I know. The picture it forms is too bizarre for me, that my mouth speaks only ahead of any coherent thoughts.
Ashton?
He swivels on his heels with an equally puzzled face. Look at him, so shocked. An odd expression I've never seen before flashes momentarily across it once he sees me, though he blinks it away before I can figure out what it is exactly. It totally wasn't shock or anything, or surprise or something like that. It had to take me a moment. My brain went beep, boo, and I couldn't think of the word.
Becca, what are you doing here?
I was invited.
Really? I had no idea you were friends with the host.
Shows what you know.
Well, it's my parents, actually. But that's beside the point.
No, Rebecca doesn't have a brain. Rebecca has no brains. Her thoughts are only Ashton. You know how like everybody in K-pop Demon Hunter was just Saja boys, Saja boys, Saja boys. Rebecca's brain is Ashton. Just Ashton. All around her wrinkles, her brain wrinkles is just the word Ashton to shape the wrinkles. That's.
What are you doing here? You hate parties.
I still do. I'm just here on behalf of a friend.
That in itself is weird coming from him. It doesn't help that he isn't even making an effort to spare a glance at me. I know he's lying to me. Hold on, where's the thing? Liar, liar, pants on. What the liar, liar, pants on fire. Stick your butt in a telephone wire. Hell yeah. Instead, they're focused on at some point in the crowd. His gaze darts in between people walking past us until a
Please
small
drink
frown.
some water, you thirsty bitch.
I will drink some water because I'm a thirsty bitch. Do you like it? I think it's great. It's way better than the throw. Please drink some water, you thirsty bitch. Until a small frown forms in his face.
That's rare. Do you have someone with you then?
Nope, just me. I won't be staying long.
Oh, are you leaving as soon as you go in? Is that it? You're gonna stay here for like 5 minutes and then you're gonna leave? Classic Ashton, not even gonna stick around to say hello to everybody. You prefer the fish, but this is was great. I mean, this is pretty funny too.
Oh, well, if that's the case, maybe you and I can.
Chief?
Ashton, what's.
Unexpectedly, he places a hand on my shoulder, stopping me mid-sentence. He still has the distracted look on him, except this time, his eyes are sharper. Oh my god. As if he has found what or who he's been searching for among the throng. I've never seen that word before. Throng of partygoers earlier.
Sorry, Becca. I need to.
You gonna leave me again, you motherfucker? We're supposed to get married, you stupid bitch.
There's something I need to check for a bit.
You can check it later. No, check it later. Talk to me now. What is wrong with you?
Do you have a ride home?
No.
No, I had to take a cab here. My car wouldn't start this afternoon. But what about.
I told you to get that old thing checked before, didn't I? You can head back with me after this.
You're changing the subject, motherfucker. But oh my god.
Anyway, I gotta go. See ya.
Oh my
Be careful,
god, you're such a bitch. I still like his fucking sprite better. His sprite looks so much better. All their sprites look so much better. No, their icons look so much better than their sprites. But I guess with the art style, it's harder to animate, I suppose. But they don't really move that much. I met the smile he hastily throws my way with a frown of my own because I am unhappy with the way he handled that. Yo, I think I fucked up with my mouth or something. Because my ears are not going down. These ears are not moving. Wait, hold on. Doink. I must have fucked up somewhere. Did I not? I did change it. Oh! Oh, I did fuck up. My stupid ass. Holy shit. So, I was supposed to put it at 0.2. I put it at negative 0.2, like a fucking idiot. Yeah, there we go. Hey, watch this. Yeah, I put it at negative 0.2 like a fucking moron. Anyways. What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? He went away like a dingish. But before I can ask, already he has turned his back from me and is walking away instead of walking towards me. Instead of having me walking towards him down the aisle with wedding bells and flowers and everything. Without a single explanation whatsoever. In some desperate effort, I try to catch up to him, if only to know what warranted this sudden departure on the plane, you know? And his odd warning at the end.
Hey, be careful! About what exactly?
Only for my attempts to be interrupted by a muffled ringing from my pocket. Goddamn blue balls fucking phone. Mum's cheerful voice greets me as soon as I answer. God damn it, Mum. I'm trying to rizz up my man and you decided to fucking...
Yes, I'm at the party already, Mom. Yes, I'll say hi to her if I can.
No, you don't say hi to her. You say, hola! The conversation in itself doesn't last long. Just a simple hello, a reminder to enjoy the party and to send their regards to their old student. But when the call ends, I get to look up. Ashton's already nowhere in sight. God damn it, Mum. With a sigh and admittedly a little disappointment, I tuck my mobile back into my pocket and head inside. Disgruntledly. It doesn't say it there, but I am disgruntled by having to go into this party by myself when the love of my life is clearly on the mansion grounds. Even with familiar company, however coincidental this meeting is, this is somehow shaping to be a terrible evening because he was already taken away from me. The party hits full swing an hour later, and I'm dressed in this while everybody else is in fancy garbs. With the host's opening remark given, still no sign to her husband, the poor woman, the guests promptly fed, the band shifts the melody to a livelier tune and everybody's dancing with their partners and my partner is nowhere to be seen. Soon, laughter and the rhythmic tapping of shoes fill the room, all in accordance to the lifting strain of musica. It seems fun, I admit, if only somebody would offer a hand to dance. Fascinating at certain moments, the flurry of dancers making the music their own, almost with no care in the world. I would also have no care in the world if a certain somebody would ask for me to dance. If I weren't so indisposed, I'd have joined the crowd for a song or two. There isn't a lack of invitations anywhere. Plenty of them, in fact. With some asking more than once. But they're not the people I wanted to dance with. The person I want to dance with is nowhere in sight. It's only my stubborn refusal that prevents me from joining them. And I can. A single nod is all it'll take, and the evening would have been far enjoyable for me, but I'm too stubborn to dance with anyone who is not Ashton. But pride in my own silly hopes, the thought of being seen as one of them by him, curbs that, as much as I hate to admit it. I want Ashton to see me the way these men who are coming up to ask me to dance are seeing me, but unfortunately he is not here because I'm trying to be a fucking idiot. Because doing so only means outright acknowledging the douche's claims. That he has to be the one to tell me that still sends my blood boiling. I would prefer someone more agreeable, less of an arse. It's a hard truth to swallow, unfortunately. Hello, Feels. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Oh my god, I should have that as a soundbite. Just hello, and then have that as a soundboard thing. When the very person at the center of it makes denial difficult. Can't even spare me a minute of his attention or a single glance at me the whole evening. Hell, Zachary might have spoken more words to me. The big guy's busy covering the event to boot. But at least he manages to slip in a conversation or two between takes. Or a small wave of his hand when he passes by. Yeah, hello! You can't see me wave, but I waved. What's Ashton's excuse? He's been flitting in and out of sight the whole time. One moment he's hanging around a small group, and another he's hovering around the string band. Just a second ago he's wolfing down some deviled eggs at the buffet table, a glass of wine in hand. Don't diss on the deviled eggs, Rebecca. They're good-ass fucking eggs. Fuck you. The next thing I know, he's gone. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he doesn't want to be with any of his friends. Is it because his boss is here? What's the big deal about that? It has never bothered him before.
I swear, the next person who asks, I'm dancing the night away with. Ashton can go fuck himself.
You would catch his eye a lot better if you wore nicer clothes, don't you think?
Oh, that's a burn! Yo, Hannah, you just burned Rebecca for wearing casual clothes. Her voice almost makes me jump, too focused on the gobshites wandering around the ballroom and my own annoyance to notice. You know what's so funny is that Rebecca clearly has the looks to attract other people to like her because people are asking her to dance, okay? But no, she wants to be in love with an emotionally unavailable man who is clearly in love with her best friend. And my internet just fucking went out. Because of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Hello? 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 Oh god, how I love my Wi-Fi. Am I still here? I'm not here. I'm in fact not here. I've disconnected. I love that it reconnects as soon as it says the stream is gone. Fuck off, bitch. Hi guys, welcome back to the fray. How you doing? Yeah? I disappeared for a moment. Don't mind me, you know, the usual stuff, yeah? Welcome back to the ridiculousness that is this. Do I have... I don't. That's fine. What even is the command to say that I disconnected? I don't have one. Never mind. Hi! Sorry about that. My internet is shite. When is it not? If she's heard any of the profanities I've mumbled and she's taken notice of my discomfiture, she makes no comment on it. Oh god, okay. Merely greeting me with a smile when I turn my attention to her. We'll swap games in a second because apparently 1 minute till ad break. So we'll take the break game. Mrs. Hannah Wright gives off a whole different air when she is not speaking to an audience. Homely, but a bit too friendly for my liking. And I guess that comes from being raised in such an environment and having to deal with pompous, snooty people. Though I suppose nothing has really changed from years ago. I remember her carrying herself with the same manner during that one and only visit. Does she remember any of it? I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't. Well, you're a very forgettable person, Rebecca. If it weren't for your friend, I would have forgotten you as well. It has taken me a while myself. She's probably met a lot of people like little Becky throughout the years. Might have already forgotten about me or my parents. People like her thrive on connection, after all. Nevertheless, I return her smile, awkward and stiff as it may be.
Didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone with a nice dress if I knew.
Oh, you're fine, dearie. It's all really the parvenu, those who climb, that come to these parties all dolled up.
Yeah, they like to put on their makeup, do up their hair, and get a nice dress that says I'm sexy, but I'm also not a whore.
Quite the black-haired beauty, isn't he?
It takes me a while to realize who she's talking about. Woo! Okay. Game break. Game break. Game break while the ad's running. Game break while the ad's... Woo! Until Ashton walks by again in close proximity than any of the times he's done so far this evening. He's clearly got a thing for Miss Blondie right here, and I'm not happy about it. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. You were just thinking about Soda Pop. Well, you can think about Soda Pop and maybe the next song that we might be doing. I don't know which one to do next. I have most of the songs on there right now. Still, without looking at all, still without a look of acknowledgement our way, though. Even if Mrs. Wright speaks loud enough to catch the attention of anyone within earshot.
Who, Ash?
You know, you really shouldn't have turned down those offers. If I wasn't married, I'd happily go dancing with those young men. But you said a name. Ash. That's the
Free.
exclusive name
Oh
I've been
wait,
looking
I don't
for
think
this
I have that
time.
song. I do have that song. I just don't have it added to the thing. I think that's one of the songs that didn't have a beats per minute. Let me see. Free BPM. Oh, wait, it does. Okay, I'll add it in a minute.
I don't know him, and I'm the one hosting this party. That must mean you know each other. Is he your boyfriend then? Because that would explain those rejections.
This isn't the first time someone has made that assumption. Almost every student I've had in the past did. My co-workers, more often than not, assume he is. A few of my neighbors also think we're an item. Not that Ashton ever reacts to those. He's been quite indifferent about it, in fact, because he's in love with somebody else. But his reasons clear to me now. Still, the heat of a blush creeps to my cheek. A denial ready despite wanting it to happen so badly myself.
What? No, that's ridiculous. He isn't my boyfriend.
Is he not?
Such a violent reaction. A simple no would have sufficed.
See, the art of them looks so nice. These sprites look so nice.
Many here would be happy to hear it.
And I haven't been looking at him.
Have you not? I do my best to summon a straight face, but before her good cheer, it easily falters.
That's right. You've been staring. Quite heatedly, in fact.
Yo, Hannah just said, you've been staring at this guy like you're horny for him. You've been staring at this guy like you want to throw him in bed. Yo, that's wild.
Although I'm not sure if you look like you want to kiss him or kill him.
It's more the latter currently.
Currently, so every other time you want him to be in your bed, in your room, so that you can do things to him. It's nice to know, Rebecca. It's nice to know.
Just don't go murdering him on my property. I don't want to walk into a room and suddenly find a body there.
It's infectious in a way. No sooner I find myself enjoying our chat more than I'd imagined myself to. Although her attention briefly wavers at one point, she remains a good companion. Even more once I've mentioned who my parents are. Her face quickly lightens up and fondness graces her face, despite the meeting from several years ago being a short one. But of course, there are some things we can't avoid talking about. After all, it's one of the very few things I remember her asking me the moment she spotted little Becky in the room. Do you have a boyfriend? That in retrospect, it's an odd thing to say about as children when there are loads we could have started with.
Yes, oh, I remember you. You were the cutest little thing with glasses.
Yo, that's so funny. You were the cutest thing with glasses. Yo, she's so precious.
And when we met, you were having boy troubles with this lad called something with an A.
Yo, it's still Ashton, bro. I believe I still have the clothes she gave me. Chosen also that I can impress him. And even back then, Ashton has always been denser than a rock. And that one attempt to get him to notice backfired spectacularly. And I can't imagine why. Surely he's keen. Surely he's keen. He's a detective, for heaven's sake. But feelings? More often than not, escapes him. It goes right over his head. In UTC feelings, I'm shooting Cupid arrows right at him with my eyeballs, and it's just going meow. He's not entirely clueless about it, I know. He won't harbor affections for someone else if he is. But he does for Isabella. Only those that aren't of his own escapes him.
What was it again? Aaron, Alan, Adele, Albert,
Shit.
Alexander, Andrew?
Yeah, she's trying to guess his name. It's so funny. Which makes this whole talk all the more embarrassing. And the more names she lists off, the more my discomfort grows until my smile turns into a grimace. What will she think of me? Here she is, married to a man she most probably loves at that. While I'm still stuck here in the same place, yearning for the same person.
Ashton! Ash! That man is that boy! The same one.
Yo, the realization is so funny!
Oh, goodness me. After all these years.
Yes, after all these years. Why is my phone dying? You should be charging, motherfuck. Hold on. Why is my phone dying? You should be charging. Hello? That's so weird. No action. No, just fucking charge my phone, bitch. Jesus. I preferred it when I just had to... you know... There we go. Jesus Christ. Alright. I preferred it when my thing was plugged into the monitor. Then I knew exactly that it was charging. God damn. The fact that it was not charging is wild.
I can see why, though. He's quite dashing.
You don't really need to announce it to everyone with an earshot, you know? Keep it down.
No, you pussy.
I'm so sorry, but it really is cute.
She says that, but from the short moment, a hint of pity flickers in her eyes. I take that as a chance to change the subject before anything more can be said over the matter. I haven't even figured out how I should feel about the thing Luke told me. Now I'm getting dragged into a similar discussion. Oh my god, with his wife too!
This is a nice party, Miss Wright.
Though, to be frank, I doubt she'd be so willing to pass this up. The topic has already captured her attention.
Please, Hannah's fine.
Oh, I forgot that she pronounces her name as Hannah, not Hannah.
We're friends of a sort, aren't we? We must be friends, seeing as I know about your little infatuation, Becky. Don't you worry, dearie. You'll have your happy ending yet.
That's debatable.
I'm not
That's
too
debatable.
concerned about that, am I? That's not what I'm looking for.
Oh? And what makes you think that? Doesn't everybody want their happy ending?
Yes, but she's also thinking about her friend and how they feel. Yada, 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 yada. You know, all the silly jazz shit.
The idea of happy endings sounds like they're just for fairy tales. And they are, sorta. I don't think you can just sit around, trapped in some tower and hope for the best. If you love them, you have to fight for it, right?
Then why aren't you fighting for it? Take your own advice, bitch! Oh my god.
You're not just going to sit there and hope that
excuse
everything
me.
will just fix itself on its own.
Hold
Like
on. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
everything, you have to work at it.
Hypocrisy. Exactly, you hypocrite. Hypocrisy, that's what this is. How dare I preach about something when it's exactly what I've been doing? No wonder I've lost him to someone else, long before my own feelings are known. And then... I go and act like I'm entitled to any of it. Exactly! This is why I hate you, bitch. that by virtue of us growing up together, he must return whatever I feel for him. That he's not allowed to look at another, because I'm the one who has stayed by his side the longest. When in the first place, Ashton has been his own person. This is something I cannot force on him. I can only hold on to these. Take care of it until the time comes I can confess it to him. Great, if he reciprocates, but if he can't, if he won't, selfish. I've been too selfish. How laughable that Luke's words still strike true up until now.
But what do I know?
Yeah, bitch.
I'm sure the daughter of the two greatest professors I've ever known is smart enough to know what she's talking about.
I wonder about that sometimes. Yo, what? Stop! At one point, maybe I would have easily agreed to that. However, the past week has also seen changes in the way I view things. As nice as these things sound, it turns out whatever I previously know may not even be true for another person, for other people, or for myself. It is sobering and almost funny how things I might have said with such certainty before now has doubts muddying each of them. Sorry. I have no reason to do that, but that was so stupid. But there will be a time to mull over these later, because when a hush suddenly descends in the room, a whole different issue rears. Especially when fucking Luke strides into the now quiet ballroom, fashionably late and oozing with the same pompous mien, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, he always carries around with him.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Enjoying the party?
Sorry.
I hope I'm not too late in welcoming you all to the right mansion.
Before long, Hannah leaves my side to join him, and it doesn't take a genius to piece it all together.
Welcome one and all to our humble abode. Tonight, if you have yet to find yourself in your roles, you are all ladies and lords of the court of your king and queen. If you would excuse my presumptuousness.
God, I hate Luke as well. Luke is such a piece of shit.
So enjoy the feast that has been laid out for your senses, as we only allowed the best to be served. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.
His attitude and the manner he carries himself around, his familiarity with the parts of the city. He is a jerk. He is a jerk. He's a little bit of a jerk. I remember, like, I very vaguely remember most of the things that happened in this company. It's like his wife. He fights with Hannah a lot. Like, in the time that they have together, he fights with Hannah a lot. And then he also flirts with other women. It's wild. He has a very gorgeous woman by his side, and he flirts with other women, Rebecca included, and he flirted with Marianne. Marianne, who's gay. Of fucking course, I should have known. Although I'm partly at fault here, tabloids and the gossip columns have never been really my thing. I should have also expected that wherever Luke fucking Wright is, some sort of drama will sure follow. He seems the kind of person who revels in it. Figures it'll find him on its own, even when he's not asking for it. Oh yeah, right. I remember this. This is how the Hannah story ended. This woman basically said that Luke is her baby daddy. Thank you for the stretch. Blah, 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 blah. It happens amidst a round of applause and hoots. That people lagging behind the crowd they've gathered does not catch on until the cheers turn into several scandalous gasps.
I am pregnant!
pregnant with your little bastard. You promised me you'll take responsibility.
Yeah, I remember. This is how Hannah's story. This is how we left off with Hannah in this party. This woman said that Luke got her pregnant. I remember this. Yeah.
God damn it, Luke. I finally got you to talk to me after months of silence, and you do this to me.
What do you mean you're pregnant with? Luke, is this true?
Lies and slander, woman!
Yo, I wouldn't put it past you to get another woman pregnant. You literally flirt with anything with tits. Literally flirt with anything with tits. You flirted with her, she's fucking gay. For your wife, mind you. But she's fucking gay. You flirted with her as well. In a school. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You flirted with everything with tits. Shut up.
Security! Yo, Hans, take her out of here before she makes an even bigger fool of herself!
No, you do not do this to me.
Also, she's slurring. By the way, she's the police chief's daughter. Ashton's boss's, not daughter, wife. This is Ashton's boss's wife. So not only is Luke cheating on his wife, but she's cheating on her husband.
I was so ready to leave my stupid oaf of a husband. I told you to leave that damn wife of yours. Look at her. Does she look like she wants a baby?
Shut up.
Does she look like she could take care of a baby?
Bitch, can you take care of a baby? You're drunk while you're pregnant. What are you talking about? Yo, does she look like she can take care of a baby? You're drunk and pregnant, bitch. Get out of here. That's wild. The commotion doesn't go further. Despite the drunk woman appearing like she has plenty more venom to spill, in a little while, security shows up, escorting her out. Apparently, she's the chief inspector's wife, too. As if that whole thing can't get any more fucked up than it already is. What a mess. But the damage has been done, and beyond the repercussions this'll bring, I'm more worried about Hannah. Maybe Luke too, in part. I've seen the man that hides behind his self-importance, and it is someone who cares for the person who stands beside him. No matter how questionable that is now. Although, you can argue, bitch, that he did flirt with you at some point, and now you're saying that he is redeemable. I know we caught a glance at Luke's character behind the scenes with Rebecca, but that does not change the fact that he literally flirts with everything with tits. Okay, anything with a pretty face, anything with tits, he will flirt with. After all, no anger is worse than that of a scorned woman. He's married though. That doesn't matter. Tits are hot, yes, but he's married. He's lucky, though, that he's not to be the object of it anytime soon. That his wife loves him enough not to believe any of that woman's drunken prattles.
Take that troll up out of here immediately. And see to it that she isn't allowed here or anywhere we hold any authority in Luxbourne.
Hannah's outrage is a strange sight to witness. After those smiles and the grace she has carried herself through the entirety of the party. Like this, her eyes burning bright with fury. I don't doubt that she can do so much more, ruin the scandalous woman if need be. Shaming her is already an act of mercy, generous enough coming from her.
Everyone, please go back to enjoying the party.
You know, honestly, Hannah, she's too good, man. She's too good. Oh my god, it makes me sad because she's so nice. And Luke is such an asshole.
Don't let that mess of a woman ruin your night.
You heard her! Strike up the band, maestro, and let us dance like fireflies in the night!
Yet when she turns to Luke, eyes glimmered with hope. Something feels off. Something I can't quite place. Hers is not the face of a person who is who so ardently loves. There's a lack of tenderness in it, an absence of warmth and sincere affection. It's the kind of that constricts, suffocates.
Well, that was a mess, wasn't it? And you handled it magnificently.
It happens. We are very important people, are we not?
No one seems to have noticed it, however, and at their command, music resumes. There's a brief lull, a reluctant pause, before the place comes astir again, but shortly the buzz returns to the room. Dancers have once again taken the floor, and their guests' excited chatter begins anew. Hannah is a better person. I would have slapped him across the face. I would have told security to get that bitch the fuck out of here, and I would have slapped this man across the face, left the room. Maybe it's just my imagination.
Milady, would you like to dance?
With pleasure, my prince.
Yeah, but because of Hannah's character, I know how she is. She truly loves Luke and does not doubt him a single moment of her life. She really loves Luke. And it's just so sad that he's such a pompous bitch. Maybe we'll see more when we play Luke, but I'm at that point where I just don't like him. This unsettling feeling in my stomach remains, however, even as the strange atmosphere dissolves into merriment, even as I watch the couple lose themselves in the moment, or the people around them join in it. It grips me all the more when once I leave the hall, the last glimpse I catch of Hannah is her smile. A thin, unearthly one spreading across her soft features. The porter closes the door behind me with a soft click. But all I hear from it are the chilling whispers. Yo, stop! Stop! Yo, you can't do that. Those that seem to echo along with another familiar grin in my mind. I swear to God. I swear to God. You motherfucks. The brush of fresh air against my cheeks does little to dampen the nervous edge in my bones. Away from the rush of the party, I feel bone tired. It's late. I've accomplished nothing of what I've come here for, and Ashton's nowhere to be found. What the fuck is that? You said like nothing. Yolas, did you see? Bro, that emo did not show up. Like, oh, there it is. There it is. Damn. I'm scared. I'm scared. Yo, my thing is frozen that it hasn't moved at all, and chat has been moving. That is insane. Hold on a minute. Boink. Refresh. I'm not sure what pisses me off more. That he ignored me the whole evening and might have just left without saying anything, or knowing he obviously has some other motive for being here. Can't he at least trust his own friends for that?
You didn't have to hide it from me.
He's not even answering his phone. That man has always been difficult to contact when he's out. Girl! Last time I checked, and very vaguely do I remember, don't trust my memory on this one, but very vaguely do I remember that this place does not have the greatest cell service of the entire world. But you'd think that he'd at least have the decency to keep the lines open if he's going to wander off on a party. One that he happens to attend with his friends at that. Excuse me. I let the call ring for 9 more times before cutting it off. No use trying to find someone who refuses to be found. I can get home on my own. I don't need him. He can just...
Becca, where'd you go off to?
If you're done here, let's go. I'll get you back to the city.
My mistake, the second his voice cuts through the crisp night air, is that I've allowed my annoyance to get the better of me. Fuming, patience forgotten, I whirl around and march towards him. One accusation after another piles up to the tip of my tongue, ready to be hurled at any moment. There's no hesitation holding me back when I fling it at him. That face he keeps as I do so doesn't help my temper my anger either. It only makes me want to slap some more sense into him.
Shouldn't I be the one asking you that?
Becca, I've been waiting here the whole time. I told you I hate parties like...
I've been waiting here this whole time since that mess in the hall. He didn't read his whole line, by the by.
And before that, where have you been the entire evening?
Right then and there, I might have forgiven him if he'd shown some ounce of remorse for leaving me like that. Maybe he could have looked away, given me a sign that my assumption might be right. He doesn't even need to put them into words. A single gesture of confirmation is all I need. Rather, what I get is the same impassive look. He does that whenever he can't disclose anything. He does that whenever he's lying. Yeah, you would know that, miss. I looked at him all my life and can only fall in love with one man. God. Fucking crazy bitch. In the face of it, amidst the thick tension, a frustrated huff is the only thing I can summon.
Be that way. Fine. Suit yourself.
No more words. After everything I've seen and heard tonight, I'm already too exhausted for those. So, without speaking any further, I simply walk past him and stomp over his car. Stomped over his... What? You stomped over his car? What? Did you, like, become She-Hulk and just decided to stomp his car? Girl! Although before I could pull open the door, he calls out, one hand outstretched, a gentle weight on my shoulders.
Wait, Becca.
He pauses, his brows furrowing and lips curving with a slight frown. I can almost see the gears turning in his head, while he tries to piece together everything he wants to say. Before, perhaps, I might have waited patiently for those. He's not a man fond of using words to express himself. Crazy. That's crazy. More often than not, any gesture of honesty will only come out blunt and coarse when forced. She rhymed, because she's a teacher. She's trying to teach us some rhymage. And there goes my Wi-Fi again. Am I still here? Hello? See the bitrate just fucking go down and my OBS says red and I'm just here like, stop! Stop doing that! Stop doing that, please! Am I still here? Cool. Amazing. It went yellow. That makes me feel so comfortable. Okay, it's green now. But today, for one reason or another, I simply can't summon that forbearance.
Ashton, if you're just going to waste my time again...
Becca, listen. I don't know how else.
That much is obvious. Why don't you just take the whole bloody night? Go on. I can wait until next year.
Girl! Shut the fuck up and let him talk.
Better yet, why don't you just keep it all to yourself like you always do? It's not like...
Rebecca, will you hear me out first?
she really is like, I'm not gonna be patient. Fuck you. Fuck you. Let him speak. Your friend's in the hospital and you're trying to figure out shit. He's trying to figure out shit. That's probably why the two of you are even here in the first place. Other than you having connection with Miss Wright, sorry. Even though she's married. The silence I can offer him, but whether I believe what he's about to say is still up for debate. A very long debate.
I honestly don't know how else to put this. I'm aware your parents have some kind of history with Hannah Wright. and somehow you're friends with her.
Okay.
But you should stay away from these people for now, especially the husband.
That much is true.
Who? Luke?
His expression deepens into a scowl at my mention of the name, but whatever opinion he has, he doesn't immediately voice. Still, something about it has greatly displeased him, evident in the stiff note his tone assumes.
Yeah, he's bad news.
Oh. Are you worried now that you know things might happen to her? Yeah, you're a little worried now, yeah. It's my turn to frown at this time. What does he mean by that? You know what time it is? Do you fucking bitch? You know what time it is? You know what time it is? You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's poll time! Thank you for the headpats, Noble. Hi! Yeah, headpats for me. Ah, wah, 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 wah. Aww. It's over. It's over. Yeah, I want to plug my iPhone back into the monitor because it definitely charges when it's plugged to my monitor, but for some reason it's like barely charging and it's plugged into my PC right now. It's not charging now. Like, what in the fuck is this bullshit? You know? I feel cheated, you know? This is wild. Wild stuff. Yeah. Crazy. You know what's crazy? That's crazy. You know what's also crazy? My headphones are about to die! Oh my god! I gotta change my headphone battery! I'm gonna stand up, change my headphone battery, move on. Oh my god! Wow! Wow! Okay. What does he have to do with this?
What does he have to do with this?
Yo. You guys picked the one that made her relationship with Ashton worse. That's perfect. We hate Rebecca. She can't have an happy ending. It's not a question without merit. Though the man can be quite abrasive, sometimes downright nasty with his words, you can't simply accuse anyone by virtue of that alone. And it is an accusation, no matter how much Ashton's phrasing downplays their meaning. What right does he have to tell me who I should associate myself with, without even bothering to tell me his reason at that?
Plenty. Just trust me on this, Becca.
My man, you wear a fur coat that has a blazer on it. I don't know if I trust you. With a chain and a cross. I don't know how much I can trust you.
Don't you Becca me. That doesn't answer my question at all, Ash. You haven't answered any of my questions, in fact. What's really going on here?
Good question. I want to hear it from him. If we're going to go down this route, I want to hear it straight from his mouth. Because whatever he thinks of the man, I haven't found any reason why I should be wary of him. Excuse me. You know he took you to a cafe, right? He took you to a cafe. You remember that? I remember it. Sure, we've started off on the wrong foot, but he's a decent guy when he tries. A simple explanation is all I want. Is that really so hard to understand for him?
The situation's complicated. One mistake and you guys could...
So, we're back here again. More secrets? Why can't you be honest to me for once?
He's a dangerous man to be around, Rebecca.
Really? Care to elaborate on that? Because from what I've seen, the only dangerous thing about that guy is his audacity to cheat on his wife?
Why are you defending him?
Yeah, girl, why are you defending him?
Who said anything about defending anyone?
Girl, you met him like a few days ago. Probably after Isabella's accident. I don't remember when she met him. But you barely know the guy.
You know, I'm getting really worried about you guys. First it's Zach, and now you're...
Oh, you're worried?
God, she's so dramatic. Somehow, even that concern feels empty to me, even if it's from him.
You care? Really now? If you care, then where were you the entire party?
That doesn't matter right now. You know I can't simply...
Forget it, Ashton. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about this anymore tonight.
Drama! Drama! Drama!
Speak to me when you're ready to stop spouting the same barefaced lies.
Ashton jerks back as if I've struck him. For a fleeting moment, something akin to hurt darts across his features. His eyes narrowing and hands closing in tightly into a fist at his sides. It does little to lull my ill humor, because the next second his answers sound nothing of the apologetic tone I expected from him.
Fine.
Ooh. A little regret would have been nice.
Fine.
Ooh. Rebecca found Ashton waiting for her upon the exiting mansion, frustrated because he was nowhere to be found during the entire party. She demanded to know what was going on. When he couldn't give her an answer, the two ended up having a huge fight. Look, they drew them so nice here. In my anger, I didn't even notice that I climbed inside his car. Not until after I slammed its door behind me, with as much force as I can summon. He follows soon after, and shortly we're on our way back to the city. Yet even the city's bright lights welcoming us, the dense, somber air from the mansion still lingers. The moon is almost at its highest by the time we reach Salem, like the Salem witch trials. Even after our respective heads have cooled off, the atmosphere within the car remains rife with unspoken tension. This isn't a problem so easily fixed with a few handshakes. Quite frankly, I don't know what will. Ashton himself has no idea what to do with his alights and dawdles awkwardly in the middle of the car park, unsure. It almost seems like he's having an internal debate, whether he should say goodbye or mutter another apology. I could have driven him away, purely out of spite, the second I've gotten off. Still, old habits die hard. It's late, and Ashton's flat is in the other side of the city. Irritation might still rear its head every time I look at him right now, but I'm not too cruel to put him up to another long drive. Especially when he still appears as if he hasn't gotten any rest. This does not make you redeemable, Rebecca. I hope you know this.
You can borrow the couch.
I throw the keys to my flat his way before a protest forms on his lips. Although he catches it with ease, he eyes it with a wary expression and shoots a puzzled glance my way.
You haven't been forgiven. We're still going to have that talk, believe me. But I'm not about to send you out on another drive looking like that. It's late. Go get some rest.
We're setting aside a lot of loose ends like this, but he appears to have accepted that reason, at least in the meantime. He does give me another questioning glance when I shove past him, pulling my mobile in the process.
Where are you going? I thought...
You go ahead upstairs. I need to contact Professor Andrew.
Andrew? Why would you... Oh, no. Please.
This again? It's been a week, Becca.
Yo, what is with them and not reading the whole fucking thing, dude? Dude. Were you not given the script? This again? Is this about the letter thing again? It's been a week, Becca.
I thought we already agreed that was a dumb Halloween prank. No need to bring in the old guy.
Of course he's still skeptical. It makes one wonder if he's even seeing anything at all. Figures this curse will stay away from the scoffer. But this is another loose end tonight, and I can't just leave it alone. Ashton's belief notwithstanding. It just so happens that it's one I can delve into using means other than looking at the mansion itself.
Ashton, do you really think I still give a shite after that stunt you pulled tonight?
No, but this is...
I've spent so many years with him to know that this is about to turn into another argument. Before he can finish it, I cover him off with a firm raise of my hand.
Look, I don't care. There are weird things happening around here. And yes, it's Isabella's brand of weird. Ghostly voices, strange sounds, and a bloody woman sitting at the back of my car.
Huh? When did this happen? What? When? Wait. I forgot. Let's see if we can find it. Yo, I don't remember that at all. A bloody woman sitting in the back of your car? Girl, I don't remember that. No, Isabella is still here. I don't remember that. Do you remember that? I don't fucking remember that. Bro, what? Huh? Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
You don't have to believe me. And I no longer have the patience to convince you. So just leave me be, Ashton.
He doesn't push it, growing quiet instead, although I know he has a whole case of it prepared inside his head. But there's a reluctant shift in his movement when he steps away from our conversation. Short of climbing... Lilac, you weren't here 2 years ago. You're fine. I'm talking about the ones who were here 2 years ago. Looking at you. People who know. Short of climbing the stairs, he stops. Turns to face me with an expression almost too... conflicted?
Are you really sure
What?
that there was something? That you've been, seeing things?
Yes, I'm very, very certain.
Yes, I'm certain that I saw someone with blood dripping down their face at the back of my car. And it sure as hell was not Isabella.
Now go. And you better not break anything in there. The last time I let you stay over, it was that statuette Belle gave me. You haven't even replaced that one.
The last of my reprimands goes both unheard and unanswered as he disappeared behind the stairs. If things aren't as strange, he might have a quip or two about that, followed by a light banter. Instead, for a long moment, I'm left staring after him, longingly, wanting to say sorry, that I'm a bitch. There's something in the way he asks that nags. Coupled with his expression, the whole exchange feels unsettling. One doesn't fade even as I gather my thoughts and shift my focus on another. Even as I dial Professor Andrew's number. And this is when it clicks. During the long wait for the professor, one stray thought emerges from the unease. Ashton has not intended for his question to be a jib. It's concern. For what, though? For my well-being? The letter's curse? The woman I mentioned. The answer for those will have to wait, however. Finally, the call connects and Professor Andrew's voice echoes from the receiver.
Professor Andrew?
Rebecca? It's late.
Bro, he was out like a light, bro.
What can I do for you?
I know, I'm sorry, but this is a bit urgent.
After all, this is a more pressing matter. Our lives might be at stake, and we're still in the dark.
Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you to do me a favor.
Oh! Oh, I was gonna say, is it time to move on to someone else? Professor Andrew Clark has agreed to meet me 2 days later in front of the Luxbourne Public Library. He has other commitments, but being a longtime family friend has its perks. I have my parents' connections to thank for that. Fancy. Of course, I'm not the sort to impose on him often, but the situation is, well, it's not entirely bad though. I can't read. Well, it's not entirely bad, although it does require calling in a few favors from friends like him. Without his signature, I won't be able to gain access to the library's restricted section. If I want to get more in-depth information on the Ermengarde mansion, that is, not simply what they choose to show to the general public. As much as I hate to admit it, there's always something people censor, and whatever it is, I won't find it in the general section. It has to be what they're keeping here, beyond the public eye. One that I have to use the invisibility cloak for. I've called my invisibility cloak Professor Andrews. Yes, don't worry, I watched a lot of Harry Potter, I know what I'm doing, and I'll come back to the library late at night and break in and wait for Finch to say that he found something and Professor Snape to take him away. The thought of that alone makes me antsy. Thankfully, I don't have to brood over it. I wait for the professor. The wait for the professor doesn't take long. He never did enjoy making people wake. Likewise, he dislikes people who are tardy. He arrives 5 minutes after I do, greeting me with that kind smile and casual wave of casually waves with his hand. I haven't seen him in so long, but it appears he hasn't changed much. His familiar presence alone is enough for a fond smile to spread across my face.
Professor Andrew.
Rebecca, didn't I say long ago you can drop the professor?
No. Hi, Santa.
You know I can't possibly do that. Even if I can, it feels disrespectful to call you by your name alone.
Ba 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 ba.
Both you and Ashton never listen to this old man. Kids these days.
Kids these days.
All right, but just for today, since you're doing me a huge favor, Andrew.
I guess you simply can't have it all, even at this old age. But pleasantries aren't what we're here for, yes? You mentioned you needed a permit.
I want cookies. I got cookies. These are Maryland mini cookies. I have actual cookies, but we don't have time to be eating gigantic cookies.
Yes, sir, if that's okay with you.
More than fine. Anything in pursuit of knowledge, as they say.
Give you the cookies? But they're my cookies. I mean, I can share. It comes in little packets, though. There's only like 4 in this packet by the feel of it. You take a crumb, bruh. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's only 6 cookies in here. That sucks. Okay, say ah. I work in 5. Just FYI. I want to drink water before the crumbs choke me while I read. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Okay. He hands me the permit without further prompting. And just like he promised, he's also written a recommendation after his signature. This is more than enough to get me one of those files. I muttered a small thanks before slipping it into my pocket. Although when I look back up, his brows are furrowed. The very face of curiosity. Not surprising considering how vague I've been during our little talk over the phone. Your night. Here comes the plane. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get a cookie. Here comes your cookie. There you go. You had your cookie. You had your num num cookie. Num num cookie. You had your cookie. Yeah? 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 You had your cookie? Yeah, okay. Right then and there, I've decided to tell him if he ever asks. Maybe not at all. Not all of it. But stuff he needs to know. It's the least I can do to thank him. As expected, true to his inquisitive nature, he asks.
If you don't mind, though.
Excuse me. I do mind.
I know you've always been an eager learner, but may I know what in the restricted section that piqued your curiosity?
It's the God Mansion, sir.
He's quick to raise an eyebrow at that, and for a while. I fear he'll take the slip of paper back. Is there something in what I said?
The ones they have out in the general isn't enough?
I'm, hoping for a more in-depth read, sir. More about the history and the people who once lived there. The general section doesn't have anything much on that.
True. But why would you want to know about the people who lived in there, yeah? She's looking for that information.
Oh, I see. Well, you certainly aren't the first one to be enamored with that place. It doesn't shock me. The architecture is admirable, and the urban legends are something to talk about. Why, just this past week, I've got a few asking me about that. Imagine that.
I think enamored might be a little too much to describe our interest in
Oh, yeah, cause Zachary already went to ask him about it, I think.
But I have to agree. The mansion is beautiful, even with the renovations. They kept the stained glass windows too. They are magnificent.
Oh, you wanna see the stained glass window? I remember which fucking page it's on. There. It's of her. This is a portrait of her, but it's of her.
Oh, you've seen it.
I was there for a few hours to attend a housewarming party. The invitation was for my parents, but they couldn't make it.
Of course they can.
My mum used to work as a private tutor for the Evans. Hannah Wright?
Ah, I know of her. Her husband, too. Who doesn't?
Yo, his eyebrows straight away tells you all you need to know about Luke.
Luxborn's most popular couple.
Something falls behind his eyes, the warmth in them suddenly gone. Like he's reliving a painful, distant memory and seeing it play right in front of him. It disappears almost as soon as it surfaces, but that look has unsettled something in me.
Is something the matter?
Nothing much. But you know, you're already like a daughter to me. So if you could, do be careful with the friends you make.
Haha, isn't he a nice man?
Is this about the rights, sir?
Just a friendly advice from an old man. Don't think much about it. Anyway, I have to leave now. Can't miss my weekly serving of bear claws.
Yeah!
Say hi to your parents at the detective inspector for me, will you? I wish you luck with all that research.
Hell yeah.
I will. Thanks for this, Andrew.
Andrew gives my shoulder a light squeeze, the gesture younger me has always appreciated, and quickly crosses the street after. I watch him until he disappeared behind the door to a cafe, until the doubt swimming inside my head finds me. Finds a moment to rest. Ah, there it is. Okay. A break! Break time! Ba 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 break time! Ba 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 break time! Ba 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 break time! Time to import the song. Or let's do it. This is gonna be so weird. Oh, you guys can't even fucking see it. You guys can't even fucking see it. It's such a good song, yeah. Whatever his business is with the rights isn't anything I should concern myself about. But somehow, in the grand scheme of things now, all of it feels oddly irrelevant. The how, though, I've yet to find out. And I hope the library will give me the answer that I want this time, because goddamn, the last time I visited, they didn't say anything. Hi, Craig. Yes, we have cookies. Look, see? Boink. Wait. Boink. Cookie. On a gloomy Sunday morning, the library is especially empty. The second floor in particular. I've always considered this place to be a sanctuary, a respite away from the hubbub of the city. As a child, I grew up reading books here, spending hours here to no end pouring. Oh, okay. Bye, Lilac! Oh, thank you. Thank you for the toggle. Poring over the pages, living out fantasies in my head until my parents called me home. Thanks for the toggles. Now it feels nothing like it. The silence is smothering, suffocating. Even with how clean they've kept the micro what? Micro what? How do you say that?
Please drink some water, you thirsty bitch.
Micro fitch. I should drink some water. Thank you. Microfiche. Never heard this fucking word before. Even with how clean they've kept the microfiche room, how the entire small of it lacks a speck of dust or clutter, breathing is a struggle for air. Not far into my stay, I begin to long for the noise outside and the voice of Ashton. And perhaps as a way to calm this unease, I start to hum a tune. Imagine that. Why, of all things, it has to be the silly nursery rhyme. I've no inkling. Is falling down, my fair lady. It does its job, however. It fills the lull with something far less awkward, far less deafening, and that is enough for a distraction. Thank you for the jump scare. Thank you. I'm gonna burp. Hold on. Bah. I have business here. Bah. Excuse me. Perfect timing? What was the timing? No time for silly daydreams. Only important work to attend to. Even if there's a possibility of it being fruitless. By some means, it feels like I have to do it. If not for me, then for the people who has been affected by this... What do we even call this? A haunting? A Halloween prank gone wrong? A curse? If Isabella were here, what would she say? Will she panic? Will she be angry I only listen to her now? Oh, maybe. It all stems from the one moment in that movie house, doesn't it? Oh, no. Mwah, feels. Kisses for you. We couldn't avoid this had we only taken her warning to heart. One stupid mistake is all it took to send our normal lives into a downward spiral. Frankly, I'm no longer sure if I'm angry at myself for it, or at the universe for throwing us into this mess. It's broken. Ha ha, it's broken. Ha, it's broken. Ha, it's broken. Thanks for the posture check. I fixed it. Fuck you. But we can only make do with what little we can. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Going here might not be the right decision, but it's a start.
A good start.
It doesn't take much time for me to find what I need. A microfiche of old newspaper. Mwah, Craig. Kiss for you. Long kept in special storage cabinets at the far end of the restricted section. The year is 1620s and beyond. Before the city of Luxborn even existed in the records, when the mansion has just been built, and the Anselm is nothing more than a small, sleepy hamlet near a river. A lot of pieces are missing, days and several consecutive weeks without any records remaining. Often it goes on for years. Troublesome. But as it is, I'm lucky enough to find anything at all considering how far I'm looking back. Can't be picky now. Can't waste time mulling over what record keepers of the old could have done to make this a breeze for me.
I can still work with this.
You can still work with me. Ha ha ha. Nope. A faint whir of the microfiber machine keeps me company as I go over each slide, each image, hoping for something that goes beyond the local lore, what the local lore knows. There are snippets, little mentions of the family that once settled in the house here and there. The usual singing of praise for the couple who helped brought up what was once a tiny settlement into a buzzing city. Buzzing town, sorry, not a city. It wasn't a city back then. God damn, shut up. Nothing substantial, nothing I didn't know before. It continues on like this for a good while, until I come to the year after their deaths. The people of Anselm might have loved Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde, mourned their passing, and held them in high esteem in the years after. But it was their daughter that was remembered fondly by the townspeople. If her parents built this town, Lady Charlotte was the one who made it prosper. Remarkable, considering it was the period of recovery from the bout of plague that killed half the town's population, including her parents. What's surprising though, apparently her time is marked more than superficial changes. Also marked more than superficial changes to the place. Oh God. She moved things, changed laws, altered old customs and traditions. If they were done on a woman's whimsy, it doesn't say. But she seems capable enough for more than that. The gist of it is the town she rebuilt. It's what eventually grew to become Luxbourne City, while the nearby Ainslam village remained as it is, a relic of the old. A frown swiftly forms in my face.
So, why is there a need to hide this?
One by one, I try to recall every lesson I've gone through, every book, paper, and journal I've read, which is physically impossible, but ho hum, some people have that kind of memory. Fuck you to those who do, but goddamn, are you skilled? I hate you, but I love you guys. I appreciate you for having great memories, but fuck you for having them. I have a love-hate relationship with you people with great memories because I have to write everything I do down because I forget even if I do things. Damn. None of those ever mentioned this. It's always the lord and the lady of the house, their endearing child, always an afterthought to those anecdotes, the ones who always took her life in the end. Never someone who restored a town from the brink of collapse or brought new ideas to it. Is it because she was a woman?
That pisses me off.
Granted, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Not all aspects of her can be considered admirable. But this is history. Some parts are bound to naturally delve into unpleasant territory, whether I like it or not. Witch hunts, for example, became common near the end of her life, which who would have been completely unremarkable and might have gone to become a mere footnote in history, if it didn't involve Lady Charlotte and the very slave she saved. It caused quite a stir, enough to leave almost a week's worth of clippings. The girl was eventually burned, condemned by an entire town, at the word of Lady Charlotte alone. But this doesn't really have anything to do with this curse, does it? Unless that woman's following us, and this slave are the same person. A tale of revenge? How cliché. However, with the lack of accurate photographs, it is impossible to tell. Maybe if I squint, the illustration would start to resemble her? But in my field, it doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. I laugh. I would be a laughing stock of the community.
This isn't going anywhere.
Mentally exhausted, I take a careful step away from the screen, pressing a palm to my tired eyes. A lack of ample light in this area doesn't help. A headache already threatens to form in the back of my head. Yet I'm nowhere near figuring things out. This is simply too much to take in all at once.
I should have asked for someone's help.
Now I'm at a dead end. I start gathering everything around me and place them back in their respective envelopes for storage. The motion's no longer new, after volunteering here a number of times. I didn't make much of a mess anyway, considering the lack of materials available to begin with. I have to look somewhere else. The where remains unknown, though. But just as I'm about to slip the last of the slides in, something catches my attention. My hand pauses, the microfiber halfway through its protective sleeve. This is the one of the few I set aside without taking a careful look at. It seems like a gossip column at first glance, but upon closer look, I slide it back to the reader, gently turning the dial to the search of the page. It takes some time, but once the image comes clear, They must have had this drawing commissioned at this announcement. I don't doubt it. The details are far more intricate. Their likeness looks closer than how they might have appeared at the time. They're both recognizable this way, closer to those paintings I seen in the mansion. However, the man standing beside her, Edward Godfrey, according to the article, that caught my attention previously. Her first cousin, ew! And eventually her fiance, ew! Maybe it is the posture, the manner in which he holds himself, or maybe it's the shape of his eyes, though I can't be too certain about that until I've gotten a better reference. Nevertheless, there is a resemblance. He looks eerily like... My head snaps, glowering at whoever's running at the floor above. Any day, I'd march upstairs and reprimand whoever it is.
This is a library, for heaven's sake.
But now isn't the time. I've gotten what I need. Without wasting another minute, I hit the machine's print button and copy the page, and I hit the machine's print button for a copy of the page, while my other hand moves to put everything back into storage. A ragged exhale slips from me. Relief, perhaps? Or maybe this is already exhaustion. Regardless, soon I close my eyes and I wait for the printer to finish. It only staves off a headache building up from everything. Falling down, falling down. With the help of Professor Andrew Clark, Rebecca was able to gain access to the Luxborn Library's restricted section. In there, she discovered numerous accounts of the Ermengardes, all hidden from the public. Her research was interrupted, however, when... Bro, I swear to God, if we end this stream with no scares, I'll be great. I'll be happy with that. But I feel like something is coming now that this bitch has closed her eyes and she started humming that stupid fucking tune. I can feel it in my fucking bones. Something is about to happen and I'm not gonna fucking like it. Sometime I even began humming the same song again, for comfort. Despite my doubts about this, despite all the tension in my shoulders, this may be a small find, but at least I can start somewhere. We can start somewhere. There's a way out of this. I know it. The printer sputters to a halt. However, the sound isn't what makes me snap my... Oh, God. I don't want to click to the next phrase. I don't want to click to the next phrase. I'm actually very hesitant to click for the next phrase. I hate everything about this. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Oh my God. Ah. A feeling, a chilling brush of air behind my back. A brief enough... Yeah. I'm gonna cry. Brief enough for something sickening to suddenly lodge itself in my throat while I take in my surroundings. It's that suffocating sensation again. Yo, stop. Creeping to every part of me, crawling under my skin, draining me little by little of any stress. Stop. Yo, stop. From the day in the mansion, from the brief moment at the school, without delay, I grab the papers and make a quick beeline for the door. Bro, stop. Yeah! Ugh. My whole body freezes. I hold my breath, not daring to make any noise. For a little moment, only the sound of the papers crumpled under my grasp fills the room. The excitement from earlier gone instantly. Yo, fall. Replaced by a cold seeping dread spreading towards my limbs. But yo, Grudge, stop. But more than the fear is the anger. It pains me to hear her using my own student's voice against me. And more than once I believed it was really her. She has no right.
Why don't you play with me?
I don't want to play with you. Although she hasn't made a move, if there isn't a wall behind me, I'd probably take a step back. Anything to put a distance between us, no matter how small, as long as I'm out of her reach. But I steel myself. Because if I do fall back, turn away from her, I'll be left with no way out. I'm not dying here.
You think you scare me?
Miss Pink, don't be so rude. I'm waiting.
Yo, stop.
I'm not afraid of you, you spook. This is one Scotswoman. You aren't getting into an early grave without a fight.
Yeah! She has a Scottish accent, that's crazy.
Come at me.
I expected she'll lunge. Prove to me what a monster she is. Yeah! Instead, she gives me a smile, twisted and gnarled. It's as if time has crawled to a stop at the sight of it. Yo, stop. A split-second decision, and before I know it, my body shifts. Eyes closing in anticipation, hand grabbing something solid enough on a nearby table and hurling it at her. I didn't. Oh my god! Ah! I didn't bother to look at what it. Ah! I didn't bother to looking if whatever I threw at her hit its mark. I run as fast as my legs can carry me. At least Rebecca is kind of smart. Jesus fucking Christ. Despite my heart threatening to burst out of my chest. But in this maze of bookshelves, with the whole place almost void of people. Fuck! Is there even a place safe enough for me to escape? Okay. Last one for the day. I can't spell. Last one. Yo, I hate that bitch so much. This. Oh, God. Ah! She's so gross. I can't. Yo, she's scary. Ah! Oh my God. Yo. Dude. Ugh. Oh. Hold on. Wait. Someone's at my door. I got to try some soupy soup. Yum 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 soupy soup. Yum 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 soupy soup. I like me some soupy soup. Down. Okay. We're bigging down. We're heading upstairs. Head upstairs. There are people upstairs, aren't there? The weekend staff or some volunteers? There should be. Even if it's a Sunday and I'm only here with on a special permit, there should be at least one other person manning this place. I heard them a while ago. Of course, I couldn't possibly tell them about this. They won't believe me in the same manner. We didn't buy Isabella's story until it's too late. But I can easily come up with excuses. For now, what's important is I don't end up trapped and alone with her.
Safety in numbers, as they say.
She yells as she's running up the stairs. There's no hesitation in my steps as I race upstairs, ears straining for any signs or sounds of the woman appearing or jumping at me again at any second. I can hear her behind me. The grinding. Yeah! Why'd she describe it like that? The grinding bones with her whispers as she keeps calling me. But although it's at a distance, I don't slow my pace. Library rules be damned. But no matter how much I pretended to be brave, the level-headed one, or the tough one, this terrifies me, girl. Yo, this scares me more than anything. This isn't how I plan to die. And when I get to the 3rd floor, only silence welcomes me. Ah, my fuck! Only silence welcomes me, an emptiness that stretches out. Oh, far too wide, spanning the entirety of the floor for it to be reassuring. Oh my god. And just behind me, somewhere at the foot of the stairs, panic rises. Oh my god, stop! Stop! Stop with the humming! There's no other way but up. So I bolt, desperation kicking in without warning. I feel like we fucked up. I take 2 steps at a time, tripping clumsily over some of it, and in my last attempt to escape. But I know, at the back of my mind, I know all of it is futile. With every footfall, with every ragged breath, and every pounding in my heart, it gets hammered into my mind. And it only becomes clearer to me once the door at the end opens, revealing a vast expansion of Luxborn's early morning skyline. And with her treading at my heel, blocking my only way out, are you. Oh, she touches! Yo, stop. Except the one that greets me isn't who I'm expecting. Oh, what?
Oh, Becky, sweetie. Why would you ever run away from me?
Yo, stop!
The trek up here must be exhausting, isn't it? You poor darling.
Ah! The voice is the same, even the looks. Yet nothing about this screams of... about this Hannah screams the Hannah that I know. She exudes none of the sweetness and cordiality she always has with her, even when faced with people she barely knows. Oh my god. If I have not seen what I've seen, heard what I've heard this past week, I'll very likely brush this jarring disconnection to the odd weather. However, something's off with her, and my mind is screaming the space between us is best kept for now.
Why don't you come
Yeah!
here, sweetie?
Stop!
Downstairs with me.
I can't.
Oh my god,
Why
the
am I
face!
Please, Hannah. Just leave.
Don't be such a spoilsport, honey.
Yo, no, not the
Don't you want to
face!
catch up?
Hell no, not with you, girl.
It's been years since we've seen each other, hasn't it? Don't you miss big sister Hannah?
Maybe some other time, Hannah. I'm here on important business.
Yo, stop.
Important business, she says. Little Becky all grown up. Now she's learning to meddle.
Bro,
Tell
stop.
me, darling. What did the curious girl find out?
Stop, bro,
I
stop.
don't think that's any of your business.
Oh, believe me, it is. It is now.
Oh god.
Especially if it involves my darling prince.
She laughs, her features contorted into something horrid, close to grotesque. A twisted little thing, completely removed from the person I met not a day ago. This isn't Hannah. She's gone, and this little fact causes me to take a wary step. Bitch, you're on the roof! Since when? She appeared okay in the housewarming party. And as annoying and overbearing I find her husband is, I felt sorry for the boyhead? What the fuck is that word? The boyhead? Boarhead. Boarhead, yes, the boarhead. He might be an asshole, but he doesn't deserve this. Hana doesn't deserve this.
Wrong, Becky?
Ew, stop showing her face, bro.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with your face?
All I'm asking is what brought you here at this hour. Of course, if you didn't do anything wrong, we wouldn't be having this problem, yes?
Stay away from me!
A useless plea. No shit, Sherlock, you're on the roof. Does she even understand a word I'm saying? Can she even? Is she still human in the first place? Somehow I doubt it. Because no human being will ever do this.
You and your friends have become such a nuisance to our lives.
Oh my god. I hate her face.
Do me
Stop!
a favor, sweetie, and come with me. I promise it'll be worth your while.
I'm not going anywhere with you, woman. Simply imagining what she is capable of doing to us, I never want to give her a chance.
I'm telling you to back off!
How rude. I'm sure Mumsy Gales wouldn't be happy
I
about
bet
that.
this. I know I read it wrong. Shut up.
Please be a good girl now.
Her gait is slow as she walks forward. Excuse me. But with every inch she draws nearer, even as I pull away to her, to take back what little distance I can between us, the smile on her merely grows wider. A mocking gesture. For me. She may be less of a human now, but I'm pretty sure she's fully aware she's gotten me cornered. She wouldn't even bother making it here if she isn't. But I can't look away. I can't bring myself to. Even as the heel of my shoe eventually hits the end of the line. Trapped. Alone. So, this is how it ends? Huh? Quietly and without fanfare. Surrounded by nothing. Surrounded not by a warm breeze, but a chilly morning air. I'm just gonna go back to where is it where she said the thing?
This is one Scotswoman. You aren't getting into an early grave without a fight!
Yo! She really went for the Scottish accent when she said grave. No soft footfalls on the end of on an empty hallway, but a din of the early morning traffic below. No warm afternoon light. Nothing but the cold, pungent smell of death, all underneath a dreary morning sky. How fitting. Yet, amidst all of it, there's a single voice I want to hear. If only for the last time.
Hey, did I wake you up?
Yo, she's so ready to get pushed off this fucking roof, bruh.
No, I left you a voicemail, so I thought, where are you?
The one I grew up with. Who always got grades better than I did without even trying. Whose silly antics I've put up with all these years. Who stood by me even when things got tougher. That one person who's been a constant in my life. Yo, I would pay money to have them put like the ghost just doing the like the face, like god damn it, girl.
Ash, do you remember that one time?
What?
Back in secondary. We joined a contest back then, didn't we? We had to dress you up as a girl and...
No.
What? You
That's so
looked really
funny.
pretty. I think I still have that picture somewhere.
Yeah, it's a horror game, yeah.
Burn it. We're not talking about that again. You promised.
That's so funny. He just said, burn it.
Seriously, what brought this on?
Nothing. It's just the first thing I remembered.
It's been almost 2 years since we last played this game. So weird. Despite everything, my lips curled up into a smile. Faint, a sad little thing on its own given the situation. Because even at the very end, I know I have this. Even at the very end, the ghost is giving you time. This is so fucked. This is so ridiculous. I'm gonna sound fucked for this, but can the ghost like just do his thing already? Why is it letting her just have her final moments right here? The casual talk, the friendly banter, talking like how we always would as children. If only I haven't been so selfish. If only I haven't taken all of this for granted in favor of my feelings. Yes? But she didn't have a one-night stand with him. I don't think she slept with him. Then perhaps I wouldn't be regretting anything now.
You're being weird today, Becca. Whatever. Listen, I need you to go home right away. I'm at Salem Well right now and...
I wish time would simply stop for us. There are still a lot of things I want to say. Things I never bothered saying out loud. Things I should have said a long time ago to someone who has always been by my side. But in this moment, there's only one.
Thanks, Ash.
Hold on, did I do something?
For everything.
Rebecca, what?
I'm so glad to have known you.
Yeah. You're talking about Marianne. You're talking about her. She likes the wife, but I don't remember her actually sleeping with Luke. I think she led him on, and they didn't fuck. Like, she led him on, but I don't think they actually fucked. Like, she got him like passed out drunk. Did they fuck? I don't remember. I don't think they fucked. I'm pretty sure they didn't fuck, but that's just me.
Wait, what are you? God damn it, Rebecca, where are you?
A soft click. Oh my god, she's gonna die. Trapped with nowhere to go, Rebecca called the one person who always is special part of her else thanks to No, I swear to god, they didn't fuck. I swear that she took him to her place and basically fucked with his head, making him think that they fucked. I swear to god, I don't think they was. Am I? I'm gonna look that up later. A soft click, and I closed my eyes. There's a rush of air, the sound of the world dimming around me, like a song coming to its inevitable end.
London Bridge is falling
Oh my fucking god.
falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Yo, stop! And there she goes. There she blows. You've unlocked a memory fragment. Interesting. Okay, we'll read all that next time. Yo. So one character's in a coma, one character's potentially dead. Nice. Nice. Beautiful stuff. We love that. Absolutely. Delicious. Yeah. The next time we come back to this game, we're gonna play as Ashton. That's beautiful. Oh, wonderful stuff. I hate everything. I hate everything about this. God damn. So, thank you. Thank you guys so much for coming to today's stream. Thank you, Bunions. So much for coming to today's stream. I hope you enjoyed today's show. God damn, my heart. I can't. Okay. If you're not already in the Discord server, do join the Discord server. I'll follow me on my socials if you're so inclined. Jesus Christ. We're gonna raid somebody. I can't spell raid. I can't. Fuck off! Oh my god. I hate everything. I hate everything. So, this is great. We're going to start on Ashton's story next time we come back to this, which is so fun. We only have 2 more characters left before the end of the game. We have Ashton, and then we have Luke, and then we're done. This is gonna be so wonderful. I can't wait to see more horrifying faces. This is gonna be great. Congratulations, R.I.P. Rebecca. You were a love-obsessed bitch. I did not like you. But it's okay. You know what? It's fine. You dead anyways. Okay. We're going to raid Chance, naturally. Gotta support the hubs. Gotta support the hubs. He's playing. What's he playing? He's playing Secret of the Mimic. I haven't played the game. I've seen a little bit of it. Don't tell him that. He wanted to watch it with me. But I kind of just let it play in the background. So, don't tell him that. But I did listen to gameplay. Listen being the key word. I didn't watch gameplay. But yeah, go give him support and love. He's an idiot. He's my idiot, and that's okay. Yeah, give him high fives. I don't know. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some card sorting. We need to finish that. I didn't do that last week. We gotta finish that this week because I'm not gonna be here. Because next week I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone, bitch. Gone.